Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Merry Christmas, and welcome back to Madden NFL 2004. And today we wanted to take a look at another replay before we get started with Santa's Elves in week 4 of the preseason.
Yeah, and bet a lot of you didn't know, but Derek Zoolander used to play safety for the Green Bay Packers back in about 2003.
Yeah.
So just watch the safety there in the background, lined up at about the 25-yard line, and what he does when he reacts to this run play.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing a cover 3 here with the safeties and corners dropping off.
Yeah, but watch what he does. Watch the safety. Watch the safety. See that? Derek Zoolander cannot turn left.
Yep. And, I mean, it probably doesn't make that big of a difference to this play, but the halfback probably gets, like, a couple extra yards because of that.
Yeah, well, you have to think that it might affect the pursuit angle just a little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, it's pretty funny. It's something that we noticed in a lot of different defensive situations, particularly. And it seems to be largely contextual. It depends on, like what kind of play it is and which way it's going. But more often than not, you'll see a defensive player do a weird pirouette like this.
Yep.
Instead of just turning in the most direct way possible to respond to either a pass in the air or a run, right? And it's really weird, but for some reason, and a lot of players just don't seem to be able to turn in the direction that they're supposed to be going, right?
Yeah. So none of them can turn left.
Yeah, well,
particularly left.
Yeah, particularly left, but sometimes it's right. Occasionally, especially if it's a right cornerback or something like that, and if it's a play that goes up the field on the right-hand side, but toward the middle of the field a little bit, you'll see the corner on the outside do a pirouette to his left before he comes back into the middle of the field too.
Yeah.
So it's really weird, but that's just something there. And I know it doesn't say Zoolander; it says Anderson on the back there.
It might as well say Zoolander.
It might as well say Zoolander because he can't turn left.
Yeah, it's just one of the odd shortcomings of this game.
Yeah, it's just like on some of those little hitch routes and stuff like that. If you throw a like really short hitch to a receiver who's right at the line of scrimmage, if he's toward the center of the field and you want him to run toward the outside, well, for some reason he wants to do a full circle toward the middle first before he starts to run outside, right?
Yep.
You know, like no matter how much you struggle with the controls, you can't get him to run in the right direction until after he's done his little spin, right?
Yep.
But anyway, that's about all we wanted to show off today, just because we had a look at this. This was in play creation mode or practice mode or something. We were practicing a play. By the looks of it, it's a counter, like the counter run, like the single back big counter, halfback belly, I think it's called, right?
Yeah.
So I was just trying that play out just to see how it would work and try and maybe learn how it works. It's pretty basic and pretty simple, but still wanted to check it out. And this is what we noticed when we were playing around here, is that, you know what, when the halfback started doing his run around the right side of the line there, all of a sudden the safety just spun around and then pursued, right?
Yo, he's just doing his thing out there, right? Maybe he's practicing for figure skating or ballerina on the side.
Yeah, well, anyway, I guess that's about enough of that, but we had a good laugh about that and we just wanted to share it with the rest of you.
All right.
So when we come back, we'll be playing a game against the dreaded Arizona Stingers.
Yeah, the all Madden Arizona Stingers. We're probably going to lose this game.
Yeah, well, we'll see in a minute.
And we're back.
Yes, and here we go. Play week. And when we look at the Stingers, they are overall rated 96. And
they're pretty devastating.
They are superior to us in almost every way except special teams.
That's because we have Santa Claus a kicker. Also, your run-to-pass ratio is 1-to-1.
Yeah, well, you know, I do like to run the ball, and bad things happen when you go to the air.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Although I'm not quite to the extent that you are in Madden 05. But, yeah. I try to mix it up.
Well, I'll say I did some work on my defensive playbook before this and tried to add in a wider variety of zone coverages of all things.
Yeah, well,
I think that's going to be the way to go in this game, especially with the hot potatoing.
yeah.
Because you don't really need the double coverage deep if you get pressure and they just throw the ball away all the time.
Yeah, that's what I noticed with this particular version of Madden, is that they will occasionally throw a long pass, but usually it's if something goes wrong and you don't get any pressure at all. Because generally speaking, if as soon as an unblocked defensive player crosses the line of scrimmage, like a player that doesn't have an offensive lineman assigned to him,
then they throw the ball away.
Then the quarterback hot potatoes the ball out of there, right?
Thanks for joining us. We have some exciting NFL preseason football lined up as the Stingers.
Look at that, it's 0 degrees in the North Pole again. And I would imagine that even week 4 in NFL is still in September, right? So I wonder how cold it's going to be in December.
All the cold, all the time.
Quarterback who makes you pay if he gets a lot of time in the pocket. But it's not just him they got to worry about. He's got a few guys who can make plays for him.
Yes. Stingers, quarterback, Stingers, wide receiver.
Success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with a football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. The coaches have told us.
See, that's why it was always my strategy, even in the old days when I used to play this, is I would try and get a defensive player to cross the line of scrimmage that didn't have an offensive lineman assigned to him.
Yeah,
because even if they leave a running back in the block, they still seem to, throw the ball away under pressure if there is no offensive lineman assigned to block that player, right?
Yep.
They don't consider a running back, I guess, to be a, like pass blocker in that way or something. I don't know. But anyway. And that's where I came up with my blitzing philosophy, actually, is that I decided that I wanted to be able to put the pressure on and force them to throw passes that were like 10 yards or less in length. Because then that way, at least even if they do complete 85% of their passes, it's going to at least slow them down a little.
Yep.
Okay, let's try. I got a few new plays in this playbook as well that we're going to try out.
Yeah, you also did a little bit of work before this game.
Well, I'm trying to find a solution to the jam, because jam coverage is really, really bad in this game. And if you can have all the clever pass plays and stuff designed that you want, but if 4 of your 5 receivers get jammed at the line, then it just doesn't matter. And by the time you search for somebody that isn't being interfered with, well, then the pass rush is already on top of you, right?
Yeah.
So I had to try and figure out a way. Basically, my goal is to get rid of the ball in less than 2 seconds to a receiver who is not being jammed or otherwise interfered with. And if you can't do that, then you're not going to have offensive success, right, in this game. Because the pass protection is completely and totally incapable of containing that outside rush, right? And that could explain why the AI quarterback hot potatoes the ball out of there so quickly too, right? Because they're not any better off against you on defense. So I guess you could say Madden 04 is the year of the hot potato.
Yeah, and the turnover and
Yeah.
the defensive end pass rush, and it's crazy.
All right. Well, if we're ready, then we're ready.
Yeah, well, of course they've got all the mad speed.
They got all the speed in the world.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to cover this guy. There's just no way I can actually cover this guy.
On the bright side, though, his catching rating is low 70s. So that means that he might drop a few, right?
Yeah, actually, how's the 4-string guy compared to him? Well, the 4-string guy is like an iron solid pair of hands, but he's a little bit slower.
Yeah. So yeah, that 3rd-string guy, he could be a problem someday for people if he becomes more reliable with his hands, but I think he's the guy that it wouldn't surprise me if he dropped 3 or 4 passes in this game if they throw to him that much, right?
Yeah, it seems to me like we're probably going to be exclusively playing a dime defense here all game long.
Yeah, and playing everybody off.
Yeah.
To the play on the field.
Yeah. Because what else can you do, really?
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, you know what? After my last experience, because I've been practicing playing against the Goblins in our practice league, we made it to week 1. And in week 1, we have the Goblins as our opponents, and they are also an all Madden team.
From the 1.
And of course, you know, I've been practicing but not saving. Like I've been playing, so I can keep playing that team over and over.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, I don't think I've solved the riddle just yet.
They'll go from the I formation. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. With the throw, he finds his man. And he's brought down at the 38.
Well, I think I got a hit on the quarterback there, but
yeah, he stood
didn't
in
throw
there.
that off target at all.
Yeah, he stood in there long enough to throw that.
A fresh set of downs.
Pass play here on 1st down. Closing in.
Oh, you got the sack.
Yeah, that'll be Santa Claus getting that.
Santa Claus gets the sack.
He's got to do a better job of feeling the rush. You always want to keep your eyes downfield. But you have to know or feel when that rush is getting to you. You have to have a time clock in your head so you can get the pass off just a beat earlier.
Well, John, you'd figured we'd see a lot of points today with one of the top quarterbacks in the league taking on a struggling defense.
Yeah, I'm worried a little about these corners' ability to keep the play in front of them. You know, not let the receivers get behind them for a big pass.
I mean, I'm 8th in the league in defense.
Yeah.
But apparently I'm a struggling defense.
Well, thing is, though, you might be 8th in points allowed, but yardage is probably terrible, right?
Yeah, probably.
Because that's how these things tend to go. You tend to leak yardage like crazy, and then eventually get an interception or something else happens. You get a turnover, right? Ooh, got a hit on him just as he was throwing.
Yep.
He had to get rid of the ball in a hurry.
I don't think there's going to be any punt returning here. Because they have that all Madden punter, and they also have those all Madden gunners.
Yeah.
Barber will come into this game to punt.
Well, you just don't want to give him a free one, right?
And he chooses not to return this one. So the offense sets up for its first drive.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed if they hit you while you're catching it that you'll fumble, but it does increase the chance. It's not like Madden 05, but it does increase the chance.
In Madden 05, though, the gunner runs up to the returner and goes on him, and then the ball comes out, right?
That's right, yep.
Collins. Lost about a yard.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, the worst part about those defensive ends is I'm pretty sure they have like over 90 speed.
Oh yeah, they'll be fast. We'll see what happens here.
Drops back, pressure, flings it to the outside. Big opening. The 30.
Wow, go Taylor.
Yep.
Can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook 1st down.
But you can see there, he had to spin completely around in a circle toward the inside of the field before he could continue, right?
Yep.
See that? He catches the pass, even though I had him curl outside to the right.
He still won't go outside.
Yeah, he can't turn left, right?
Ah, well.
And welcome back.
Probably curling him to the outside helps him at least maintain that position.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Throwing on first down. With the pass, comes up.
Well, he got it and he held on to it.
Yep. Well, basically, against a super tough run defense, that's my running game, right?
Ball on their own 43. Changing the play now. Number 37.
Oh, nice break tackle.
His way into the open field and picks up the first down.
And what happened was they missed him with the blitz. And when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge, and that's how he got.
See, here's the play we were demoing in. Like I actually kind of like that out of the box halfback belly play. So this is the play we were demoing in.
Directing traffic. Gibson in motion.
Okay, I guess it's not man coverage. It looks odd. Like man coverage. Man coverage-ish.
Well, you can still cut it up and not lose yardage.
Yeah, but I like that play. It works pretty well.
Yeah, that's actually what was the inspiration for my weak side halfback counter in my own playbooks.
Yeah. I know we use an awful lot of custom plays that we draw ourselves, but there is a sprinkling of, you know, like vanilla plays in our playbooks, both of us, because...
some of them just work.
Well, and I like different things than you do, but we both like some of the things out of the vanilla playbooks, right?
Yeah.
For the first down.
Mind you, some of them don't work, and there's also the occasional broken play in the default playbooks.
Yeah, well,
that never got fixed.
There are some, too, that are just downright confusing, right? Like, I've never been able to figure them out.
Pressure coming, gets the pass off, and he makes the grab.
There, you see that?
Good read on that.
Now, this time he can't turn left, right?
That's a
Yep.
kind of
Or
efficient.
right. Let's see here.
Yeah, wide receivers can turn left, but defensive backs can only turn right.
Yeah, see that? He had to... He still had to turn around and run the other way, and that was actually, who was that almost caught me there? That was the
defensive.
That was a
tackle.
defensive tackle, right? Like, that's how fast the defensive lineman on this T-bar. It's ridiculous, right? Against a normal team, that would have never been that close.
Yep.
Right?
But these guys are insane.
But that's pretty much how this goes, right? You throw a little quick screen, get 5 or 6 yards, and then you can do something else and hope you get a couple of yards again, and
Number one, get set.
you know, so on and so on, right?
Calling an audible
Yep.
now.
And just try and play very conservative, careful offense. Don't turn the ball over.
Bad things happen when you go to the air.
Hand it off to the fullback. 4-yard
Wow, that
pickup
corner
there
can
by
just
the
stop a fullback dead.
Yep.
That corner's probably the size of a linebacker, though.
Yeah, probably.
I know when we looked at them in Madden 05, we look at a lot of replays and stuff with all Madden teams, and yeah, like, their corners are the size of linemen. It's ridiculous.
Number 37, the man in motion. Under pressure, gets the pass off, and
He was the uncovered guy.
Yeah, but you see here, what I did was, like, this is not a out-of-the-box 4-yard curl. And I'll explain why. It's because he can't catch an out-of-the-box 4-yard curl. In play creation mode, originally I drew this play because I gave the tight ends each a 4-yard curl, right?
Yep.
Well, every time I tried to throw to this guy, he'd turn around like this and the ball would hit him in the stomach and then he'd drop it. It didn't matter how many times I threw it. It didn't matter if he was open. It just didn't matter.
Yeah.
But if I changed it to a 1 box length curl,
Back to the field.
he catches it almost every time.
Which becomes a 4-yard curl.
Which is kind of weird, right? I don't know what it is that, makes that, why that is that works that way, but it just is. Right?
It could be something scripted to do with the 4-yard curl. Maybe they wanted to discourage people from throwing 4-yard curls in this game.
I don't know. But you know what? I'll throw 2.5-yard curls and then just hope to run for a couple of yards afterwards, right?
Well, not only that, but because tight ends take the same couple of steps forward on routes as wide receivers in this game, and they don't cheat.
Whoa! Okay, well, now we're going to get a penalty. Yeah.
And they don't cheat on their pass routes like they do in Madden 05, so they don't run them intelligently compared to how they do in Madden 05.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is that 4-yard curl is a 2-yard walk forward and then a 2-yard curl on top, which turns it into a 4-yard curl.
Oh, I know what happened there. I accidentally had the thing reversed, right?
And it broke the handoff.
Yeah, and it broke the handoff. So it turned out to be a quarterback run.
Well, it also means that your first down isn't so bad.
When your yards per carry are this good in the first quarter, it could be a long day for the defense.
But that off-tackle run seems to work pretty well.
Yep.
And here I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to try and dive up the middle and get a first down if I can.
He tucks it away.
Yep, no problem.
The defense hasn't come up with any answers for this long drive.
This offense is in a rhythm right now, and it's the defense's job to knock it out of them. They need a sack or a turnover or just something to slow them down.
Number 1 gets set. Looks like he's changing the play. Using motion.
Oh, dear.
Looks like you got the Superman linebacker out there. Might be on man coverage with Coyle, but he didn't follow him out there.
And it's complete. Touchdown. Home team. He threw it right in there.
Okay, well.
I don't care how Superman you are. You can't make up 20 yards of coverage distance. Just man lock.
Number 7 comes in for the extra point. And it's up. The extra point attempt is good.
Well, that's a oddly good start to this game. Knock on Knotwood wood.
Yeah, well, or at least not going to get shut out. That wasn't easy, though, right? Like, I had to take a lot of plays to get there.
It'll be interesting to see if they can continue.
You've also been
success
getting a lot of experience against all Madden teams playing the Goblins, so you're kind of adjusting to this now.
Well, that's why I'm doing that, right? In the practice league, that all Madden team is queued right up, ready to play, so I don't even sometimes play a whole game. I'll just play a couple or 3 quarters just to test things, right?
Yep.
And if I can get something that works against an all Madden team on the field, well, then maybe we can be competitive here, right? Hope that guy's not offside.
Picked up 9 on the play.
No, in between steps. I suppose I could have always made that position strong safety 3, and then he wouldn't do that.
I don't know. Would you still have a lineman there, though?
Yep, I'll just sub a lineman in at strong safety 3.
We'll see. The corners playing back. Only one man in the backfield. Again with the carry. And he barely got enough. Nice job.
Well, pretty hard to stop a run that short.
Yeah, well, you know what, though? On second and short like that, you can't always just play iron against the run because they might turn around and throw a pass on you, right?
Yeah, play action long bomb.
And a lot of teams will do that on second down just because they figure that it's kind of like an option down.
There.
Just because if it doesn't work, they only have a short distance to go on third down, right?
See, this is what I mean about the sensitivity of the controls. I get out there, And I'm in the position, but then I've got to like stop and I've got to turn around. So I actually held down the face the line of scrimmage button in order to at least get around this guy.
Yeah. Well,
But,
you got in there and you made the stop anyway.
Yeah, 8 yards down the field, but
Yeah, well, you know what, though? Your defenses are more designed against the pass than the run anyways, right?
yeah. But
You know,
tackle
like-
play definitely makes up for a lot.
Gets the pass off, and he makes the grab.
You know, really the only thing that surprises me is that you don't give up more yards on the ground, because for some reason your defenses are remarkably effective against running anyway, right?
I think it's the layered design of the defense, right?
Yeah.
Because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 layers.
Yeah, because you look at your front and it's pretty thin, right?
To the air on first down.
Oh, you got him again. That little almost miscue that you had going on there kind of worked for you. It looked like it confused them a little.
Yeah, well, I ended up going around a lot wider, and I think I ended up occupying the tackle on that side.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it looked like they snapped the ball while you were in the middle of something, and you had to make it up as you were going along, eh?
Now they're looking at 2nd and long after the sack.
So Santa Claus has got 2 sacks in the first quarter.
Pressure, throwing, and he hits his target. Gore is known throughout football for his precision and accuracy.
Well, now they got the goal line offense out there on 3rd down and 4.
And leading receivers, he can do it all, and he makes it look so easy too.
And I don't think they have much of a selection of pass plays. From that, I only actually saw
4 to go.
one pass play, and it's a play-action pass where the fullback runs straight up down the middle of the field and the halfback runs a hook, right? And they don't even have a play that goes to the tight ends.
Holmes didn't have much to work with.
Well, that's okay. They came out and I came out in a cover too.
Yeah.
The snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way.
Because those tight ends might be able to outrun my linebackers, but they can't outrun my safeties. Because the safeties on this team have mid-70s speed.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't think they even...
Oh, he caught it.
I don't think they even have any pass plays in the goal line offense formation in this version of Madden. At least not that I, like there's one, that play action pass where they don't even send a tight end, right?
Yep.
Hand it off. Picks up 5.
Oh, that's a good gain on the ground, especially considering where you're at.
Yeah, could have been worse.
Yeah, I even tried to interfere with that guy, but even though I interfered with him, he was still fast enough to get back there and catch it.
Ooh.
Is this a quarterback dive?
I don't know.
With the throw.
Oh, come on.
He just lost focus as he
I hate
dropped the
that.
ball.
He made the right
Well,
read,
we're
ran
gonna
the right
punt.
route, and he ended up with
It's
2
about
hands
that
full
time.
there.
Yeah, just going to kick it as far down the field as I can, and that way at least you'll have some
Number
room to
7
work.
lines up in the backfield for the punt.
Ooh.
That might still be okay.
Here's the punt.
Or not.
Well,
The
it actually
officials are
got
trying to
shanked.
determine where it went out of bounds.
39-yard line. Well, that's about where it would have been if I'd have run a 3rd down play there
And then punted.
and then punted anyway.
First and 10. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Let's go, come on.
Gore gets set. Dropping back to pass on first down. Pressure coming. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, he outran the flat guy.
I don't know, that almost looked like he stepped out of bounds. I thought you weren't allowed to do that,
That's
but
exactly what you're going
like,
to get.
go out of bounds and then come back in.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't allowed to do that, but apparently you can do that if you're the
They line
AI.
up in the I formation.
Or you can do that if you're in Madden.
Yeah.
And we're ready to start the second quarter. First and 10. Phillips sets up.
However, they didn't stop us there. Our receiver that dropped the pass stopped us.
Yep.
And that's what's really annoying, right? Like, if they'd have gotten a hand in and knocked it away or something like that, fine. But, you know what? Catch the ball when I throw it to you.
Only one man back. Good play in the backfield by Hennings.
Well, I don't know what the hell that was or where that guy came from. He just went in there unblocked.
I think that was an attempted draw play or something. Because it looked like they didn't really try to shove you down the field, right? Everybody kind of stood up and backed up a step.
They need 6. Ball on the 16-yard line. Drops back. Under pressure. Gets the pass off.
Nice.
Yes.
This one falls incomplete. That pass had no chance.
I tell you, that's exactly what you're supposed to do if you don't reach your quarterback. Get your hands up and cause an incomplete pass.
Riggs will attempt to put up the first points of the day. And it's on its way. Splits the
Yeah, oddly enough, even though that cornerback was in towards the middle of the field, that was actually a cornerback flat, and I suspect he tried to jam that all Madden wide receiver and just didn't.
Well, or they might not have had a wide receiver lined up on that side. That could have been like an interior guy, right? Like a running back or a... Wow, look at him push the fire.
There is no bringing Santa Claus down.
Santa Claus never goes down on the first hit, yeah. Okay, well...
Not even to these amazing all Madden players.
Well, Uh-oh.
Only a yard by the halfback.
Well, he got back to the line of scrimmage, didn't lose nothing.
Well,
So it's 2nd and 10.
Okay, are they blitzing here? Is that what they're doing?
No, they're dropping him off.
Gets rid of it. Breaks free.
There, that's a variant of that. You know how I was talking about receivers not being able to turn in the right direction?
Yep.
Well, I've got 2 versions of this play. One with the little hitch route, where he has to turn around this way. And this one, he basically has a 1-second delay and then runs diagonally 1 square to get open.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yep.
So basically what that does is, against an over-aggressive defense, is it at least gets him going in the right direction, right?
Yep.
So I don't have to do that little pirouette before I can start running down the field, right? And I wasn't sure if it was going to work in an actual game situation, at least against these guys, but apparently it will.
Hand it off.
Oh,
Good gain of about 7.
nice job staying inside your blockers there.
Yep.
About 2 to go.
They got nothing. Give it all you got.
Hand off to the tailback. Number 25 got just enough. About a 2-yard
Oh,
gain.
I didn't get just enough.
Yeah, the officials disagree with you,
The
Al.
officials disagree with you, Al. Wow.
Fifth play of this drive.
Hey, what the hell?
What the hell, what?
Lewis wanted some
Oh, we've
time
got
to
our
sort
second
things
string
out.
guy in there already.
That's
and
right,
I don't
yep.
want him in. Not for doing this. He'll fumble the ball and lose it or something.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well, we're going to fix that because
Going all first stringers again, huh?
Well, to tell you the truth, as far as halfback goes, I'm kind of okay with switching them because the kind of running that I do, you don't really need a speed guy that much anyway.
And the second string guy holds onto the ball pretty well because he's got a better...
But that being said, the second string guy is also fullback too, so anytime I put 3 running backs on the field, he also gets to play anyways, so...
Yep.
But as it is, if I've got guys who have got trouble catching the ball, okay, those 3 guys all get to play anyways. If I've got guys who have got trouble catching the ball, then I'd really rather that... yeah, and most of these guys are not going to get to stay on the team after this season anyways, so...
Yeah, they all suck.
Like, I think, even though we're not going to show it, I think that very likely... Oh yeah, now that I'm in here, I can go like this, right? No, how? That's not how.
You gotta go to the... You go select the guy.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you go to the right.
Yeah.
And then you go sort.
Oh yeah, right.
And you gotta go down to left guard. And that makes it easier. I think you just reversed it. You only have to do it the one time and then it will stay.
Oh, okay. And then it stays. All right.
Yep. And so you got your centers, but they're not sorted in terms of rating. They're sorted by alphabetical name, I think.
Yeah, so
or by some order. So you want the 62 guy. And I think you made the same mistake on your left guard. Yep.
Oh.
We only have one right tackle.
Yeah, we only have one right tackle. But anyway, I was saying, we may end up doing this. Do you want to switch anybody in?
Yeah, sure. It'll increase our odds of winning this game.
Yeah, we may end up, we will end up doing a draft at the end of this season, although we probably won't show it. But I intend to definitely focus on offensive linemen in the draft because we don't have very good offensive line and we also don't have any depth.
I'll leave Styles in there. Good to have a little bit of depth. And we'll continue playing Santa Claus because we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, it's like week 1 and week 4. They swap out the starters like after the first quarter, right?
And then we'll throw McAllister back in here. Yeah, it only happens in week 1 and week 4. And with how speedy they are, obviously we want our good corners in there. They'll probably burn us anyways.
Well, that's why you have to continue. You've actually had a pretty good start defensively.
Okay.
When you think about it. You might want to check their, once you're done here, you might want to check their offense again and see who they've got at wide receiver now, though.
Yeah, probably somebody.
They will have swapped their guys out, too. They might have that 99 speed guy on the field, right?
I bet you they do. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Oop, wrong guy. That guy.
Oh yeah, we need that. Yeah, we don't want that punter in there.
Yeah, screw that guy.
He's already proven that he is not competent for the position, so.
There we go.
Okay, I think we're good to go now.
It might be an exhibition, but damn it, we want to win.
Back to the game.
Well, we want to at least be competitive. Even if we lose, I don't mind if we lose if it's a reasonably competitive game. But if we get destroyed, I mean, I don't really want that, right?
It's a sneak. Well,
besides, I wanted to be able to do that.
They picked up the first down, but you want to make sure you don't get them too banged up.
Let's see, what else have we got here?
1st and 10.
And of course, we're testing plays here a bit too, because I haven't actually run a fair number of these yet.
Man in motion.
Okay, well, I guess they're playing man inside and zone outside.
Or some such. You might be able to cut this back in across.
Oh, come on there, 71 there, get out there.
Loss of around 2.
That kind of screwed me up, right? When you move the wide receiver and they don't move anybody.
Yeah, I think you've got to go audible and then default play when you see that.
I don't even know how to do that in this game.
Oh, that would be the B button, and then you go...
okay, B is X, right?
Yeah, X is B.
Yeah.
You go with B button, and then you go shift button, which is your Z trigger, and then you go left trigger.
Oh, that's pretty convoluted. Why the hell couldn't they just put another button on their controller like everybody else in the world?
I don't know, because that's what Nintendo did at the time. I guess, you know, the whole 2-trigger, 4-face button controller wasn't standardized yet. There were a lot of different controller designs at the time.
So it's 3rd down and long. Ball on the 40-yard line.
I think it was actually Sony who really set the standard for that through years of attrition.
Yeah.
Looking downfield with the throw.
Oh, I didn't see that guy.
Spy.
Very lucky that.
Let's have a look at the replay here. What the hell happened? Okay.
Yeah, he just mirrored your position on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have just thrown to the curl guy, right?
Yep. Well, it's tricky too, right? Because they don't always throw in that spy, but when they do.
To the play on the field.
Oh well, I guess we'll try and hit a blocker with a punt here.
He'll try to place this one inside their 5. This one is shallow and short. He's waving for the fair catch.
There was no need.
He actually fair caught that.
Yeah, at the 17-yard line. Well, it's an inside the 20 punt, I guess.
The corners are playing off a bit.
Here come the heat.
Cross play to the right.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
That's totally what happened, John.
Well, it is. Unfortunately, there were lots of other guys closer to the ball carrier that could have done that, but at least he did. Somebody did it.
Dropping back, pressure coming, gets rid of it, and this
Wow, he's just fast enough to run away from that linebacker there.
And that'll move the chains.
Yeah, their tight ends are faster than their linebackers, and there's not really anything I can do about that.
No, well, you don't have any faster linebackers to put on the field, so there isn't really anything you can do about it.
That's right.
1st and 10.
You know, like that should have been probably a tackle for a short gain or maybe even a loss if the matchup had been anywhere close, right?
Throwing, and it's caught. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chains.
But sooner or later, you're going to sneak a zone in there where he keeps hot potatoing that ball, and then he'll throw it right at a defender.
The corners are backing off.
Yeah, soon enough.
Gets the toss to the right.
Oh.
Wow.
He can't wrap.
Oh, they're going to get a holding penalty. It's going to come back.
That was my fault. I got in there in position, and when I saw the first guy make contact, I was just like, oh, he tackled him. And it's like, no, he didn't.
Yeah, he ran over Santa Claus,
If your
eh?
hands do move outside, then you have to move them back in as soon as you can, or you'll get called for holding.
Give it all you got, kid. Come on.
Throwing on 1st down. Steps up.
There.
Well, that's okay. Santa Claus will make up for it by sacking the quarterback.
Yep.
It's like Merry Christmas. This is what you get for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, we're giving out bruises for all good little quarterbacks this
Yeah, it's
Christmas.
almost like bad Santa out there.
Yeah.
Throws it.
Wow.
Makes the adjustment. Blake
See, there was a
waiting
huge
for that
hole there.
one.
If that guy was a scrambler, he could have pulled the ball down and probably ran for 15 yards.
Could have, but I'm playing pretty much pure coverage here. I'm just trying to
Out of the shotgun.
until they cross midfield, anyways.
Under pressure. Rolling. Pulls through.
Threw a short pass to the fullback over the middle.
Oh,
eh?
that guy's hurt again?
As the extent of the injury
He's such
is
a
known.
pansy. He's always getting hurt.
Drop back, drop. Think about. Poke out right.
The backs are lined up in an eye. With the throw, right in
Oh,
stride.
I don't know whether he
This is
should
a
have caught
textbook
that.
type play.
Wow.
And the thing
Well, he is
everything
an all
they
Madden
call is
receiver
work.
after
Even
all.
when it
Yeah.
hasn't worked, it still worked.
Yeah, you don't usually see those kinds of catches being caught, though. Like those kinds of passes being caught, because that's like a hospital pass, right?
1st and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Giving some cushion on the outside. Going to the air on 1st down.
Oh, wow. Oh, decline the penalty.
Actually, I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
get it on. Oh, we get it on the. Okay,
yeah. If you accept the penalty, they get to replay the down. So decline it.
Yep.
Hales makes them pay for that mistake.
All
The
right.
defender had his eye in the backfield the whole time, and he
Wow.
was right there to make the pick.
Wow.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 21.
Set. Yo,
Calling an audible.
four. Stay out.
Using motion. Passing on 1st down. Closing in.
Oh, I got it away, just barely. Wow.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity.
It's pretty hard to throw it over those all Madden defenders, though.
Well, I took a shot like almost immediately too, right?
Set.
Number 1 with a man in motion. Pressure with the pass.
Can't get it over those guys.
Complete.
No, I think they're just too fast and too alert.
That's
Yeah.
what you look for. You have
They're
guys
Supermen
watch
out
film
there.
Each week. You try and figure out where he likes to go with the ball in certain situations. Then when you face that situation in the game, you're right there in position to knock the pass away or force an interception.
Number 1 sets up.
Oh yeah.
He sees something in the defense. Swift, the motion man. He surveys the field, rolling. Incomplete. He's
Well,
on
at
a
least he
rhythm
didn't throw
on
a
this
pick.
drive. Can't see
Yeah,
him
it's
get it going.
always the guy underneath though that managed to jump up and knock it down, right?
Quarterback's having a tough time
You know, like the
adjusting
guy
to
actually
those last
covering
few
him
passes.
was
So they
behind
bring it
him,
out,
right?
They'll line up to punt. Here's the punt.
I just didn't like that I had double coverage
From the 35-yard
basically on the guy that I wanted to throw that pass to, as when I originally called that, right?
Back out onto the
Yep.
field.
The coverage guys got downfield quick enough to prevent anything from developing.
It's 1st and 10.
Set. Snake up.
They'll pass on 1st down. Pressure coming with the pass. This pass is incomplete. It looked like he'd come up with it, but he just couldn't get it under control.
He did a nice job of getting off the line.
He's a
and
sidearm
getting into his
quarterback.
pass pattern.
Yeah.
But he had the ball
Well, I
bounce
don't know.
right
I
off
mean,
his fingertips.
you know, sometimes you'll see a receiver drop a ball too when a quarterback's running like that.
D up. Here come the heat.
This game it's hard to
Under pressure, stepping up.
Oh, he is a scrambler.
He's
Yeah.
taken down at
Well, I'm surprised he hasn't done that sooner because, like, you've seen those big, wide open holes. Like, if I was playing quarterback and saw that much space in front of me, I'd just pull the ball down and run.
And Peyton Manning pulls the ball down and runs.
Yeah, even if it's Peyton Manning, I'd still pull the ball down and run when I saw that much space. Oh, he overthrew it. When you're going back there, if you see those gunners coming down, try and hit one of them maybe. Because I think you can kind of throw a bit of a block or something, and if you can slow them up enough, maybe you can stop them from, like, tipping the ball back into the play or something, right? Like that guy coming down there, if you can figure out a way to hit him.
There. I kind of hip checked him.
I'm surprised they don't turn the camera around, like in Madden 05, they turn the camera around a little sooner, right? So that you can, you know, like, see what's going on.
They also call a touchback the moment the ball bounces into the end zone on Madden 05.
Yeah.
Number 1. Get set. Calling an audible now. A yard, maybe 2 on the counter play. Second and 8. Ball on their own 22.
Tight line.
Tight line. Wow. I wonder if they're going to jam the wide receiver over there, though.
Man in motion. Dropping back. Throwing left.
Oh, come on. Turn around and run forward when you catch that. Wow.
Did you throw that one off your back foot?
Well, yeah, but still. You know, like when you catch the ball, you turn and run the other way. You don't run backwards.
I think he had to come back for it, actually.
I don't care.
Arizona
Run forward when you catch the ball.
Changing the play now. Drops back. Looking downfield with the throw. On the run. Near the side.
He made it. They counted
At
it.
least he caught it that time.
You know, when it comes to making the right decision,
Although that was a different player, right?
Yeah, it was your tight end that dropped it the last time.
Yeah. Because I've got two different versions of this, right? One where the tight end is the guy out on the right or outside there. And another one where it's the wide receiver too, right? I use the tight end in one version because tight end is a little bit harder to jam.
Hand it off.
Oh, come on, run up there.
Oh, you tripped over your own guy.
Well, also, I tried to run straight ahead through that gap, and for some reason he decided he wanted to turn left, right?
If only he was Derek Zoolander.
Yeah, well, in spite of the fact that I didn't want him to turn left, he still turned left, right?
And they need about 9. Ball on their own 31. Calling an audible now. 2 minutes to go.
Oh, okay. Got a break there.
For an option with the pass.
Wow, did the middle ever clear out? I wasn't expecting that with how many guys they had on that side of the field.
Yeah, well, it's something that I work with a lot to try and figure out, right?
On a 3rd and short situation like this, the defense has to be ready for anything.
Number 37 in motion. Closing in, gets the pass.
Oh,
you had it.
Off the mark,
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
So the drive stalls, and we'll probably see the
But what can you do?
Yeah, those damn linemen, eh?
Yeah, actually you need to train your offensive linemen so that if you see a defensive lineman start to lift his hand,
For the fourth time, he's
you
brought in
just
to kick the
take your
ball
hands
away.
off his shoulder and you slide it slightly up over his shoulder so your arm is over top of his. Right? Just don't let him put his hands up. If you're sneaky enough about it, then maybe the referee won't see it.
A lot of open
Wow,
field.
good punt coverage.
Yeah.
If they don't want to go
I guess
to the
they get the
half down
crappy
by this
punt
much,
blocking
they're gonna
or
need some good
punt return
throws
blocking
good
now and then
clock
too.
management here.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. They're going to come out passing right away.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 19.
Not really a surprise.
They got nothing. Give it all you got.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Comes up with it. And he's stopped at the 33. Stingers call a timeout. They have 2 remaining. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 33.
Hit him low.
Passing on 1st down. Gets the pass off. Catch on the run. Good looking play there as they pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Hey, here's where efficiency is the key. They're down right now.
Well, this
If they
hasn't
score
exactly
before the
been a
half,
cakewalk,
it'll really
but at
help
least
them
we've been
out.
able to
They
be
just can't
competitive
afford a
so
turnover
far.
That gives the other team a chance to increase the lead.
Get at him, Keith. Come on, partner.
With the pass, he hits his receiver.
Oh, he lost the ball.
Yeah!
Great play by the defense to recover the fumble.
Oh, they're going to challenge it.
Right there to
It's not a
jump on the
fumble.
ball. Hey, I know they want to increase the lead before half, but they got to be careful and not let the other
Come
team
out, come out,
back
come
in
out,
for
come
the
out.
turnover.
Coach is hoping to get it right here because that could be a big lift to the team.
What the official will be looking for here is to see if
Tell
the
the
knee's
Boost to
down.
mind their own
It's
damn
tough
business.
to say with that replay. This one won't be easy.
Boo.
So the referee agrees with the official upstairs, and this one has been overturned.
Well, it was put in to right a wrong, and right there it was wrong.
Oh, well, at least the
Now,
clock keeps
Giving some
running
cushion on
anyway.
the outside.
Hit him low.
Pressure, surveying the field. This pass is incomplete.
Oh, boy.
What can you do?
Looks like the referee is trying to even things up a little bit
They'll
here.
probably be playing a soft zone cover, so he should have options underneath if they go with the pass.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Get in there.
Man
Get
in motion.
outside. Sideline, D. Got the ball.
Ah, shit.
Pressure coming. Passing right.
Well, that's okay.
She's made. Phillips, great athlete, and throws one of the prettiest balls in the NFL.
Yeah, receivers love playing with him because he'll never hang you out to dry. That's something he's always had.
Wow, what were you doing? Standing there playing a short zone or what?
35-yard line.
No, I was just trying to back up.
We were just going durr.
Throwing. 1 yard gain.
Well.
on that play.
I'm just trying to keep everybody backed up here. And
See,
so I was trying to
after
make
the referee
sure.
spots the ball, you got to run up there and accidentally hit it with your foot or something, right?
Well, see, I was
3,
trying to keep everybody
2,
backed up.
1.
51-yard
Oh, they called a timeout. They had a timeout left.
Too bad. I was trying to keep everybody backed up, and then I was also trying to get better outside position for that pass rush.
Yeah.
Because if you move over an extra step, you get better position for pass rushing, and they're not in a formation where they're gonna. Almost.
And good. That successful field goal attempt is his second
Well,
of the game.
you know what? It's a close game so far.
Yes, it is. It's a close game.
And I think it's time for halftime Christmas refreshments.
All right. We'll pause.
And we're back.
Yes.
And we go back to the
And it's a tight game, but we get to receive the kickoff for the second half.
As they line up to kick it off, we'll take a look at each team's stats through 2 quarters.
Well, I think it's your time of possession which has really helped me out.
Good distance.
Yeah, well, I don't have as many yards as they do, but I have a lot more. I have more rushing yards. And actually, I looked at their statistics in the halftime, and they've thrown 19 passes and run the ball 8 times. So they're still a pretty pass-heavy, kind of offense, right?
Yep. Yeah, they won't run lots unless they can run right over you.
Yeah.
Even 6 yards at a time ain't enough.
Gets rid of it. Off and running. And he hits his target. How about that speed? Great individual effort.
He throws lasers all over the field. He can throw them short. He can throw them long. He can throw them medium. He can throw them anyway.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and run this anyway, even though it's not looking very positive.
They give it to the halfback.
Ooh, good
Just
thing that didn't
because-
turn into a fumble.
Yeah, I would rather do that than try and throw into that coverage,
That allows
right?
him to hold up against the run while also giving him the speed to rush
Well,
the passer when they drop back to pass.
Looks like you've got Stewart instead of Coyle in that second string fullback now.
Calling an audible. Looking downfield. He hits his receiver. Ball's in that
Guy's the size of a defensive end.
Yeah, well, see, that was my approach there, right? Where I figured that it's better to get 3 yards than none.
And it makes punting easier.
And they also can't jam the receiver when he starts that far back, too.
Nice job so far on third
But if
down
this
for the
works out
offense, and
okay,
we'll see
I
if that
might be able to
continues
get a
here.
first down out of this. We'll just have to see.
Dropping back with the throw.
Oh, I think you got hit while you threw that.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on third down. And they come through with this perfect play that gets them.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, man.
Took a shot, but that's okay.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
We'll go back to the ground again. Maybe we can make a couple of yards. I don't know.
Keep the clock running. Time of position helps with defense.
Touched it away.
Well,
It's a 5.
that's not a bad effort on the
Wow,
ground.
5. They gave you a good spot this time.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that in this game, I found you can consistently churn out 3 or 4 or even 5 yards at a time on the ground. Unless they work really hard at it. It's not like wildly inconsistent like it is in Madden 05 where you
Quarterback hit in the backfield for negative
or,
5 yards.
or you get stuffed for a 3-yard loss every third running play and
and then
kind of
stretch
thing, right?
run for 15 yards.
Give it off.
Ooh, my helmet came off.
Flips it back.
Yeah, that's a chance you take.
Oh, look at that.
Hoping to get some
Ayana
penetration
Kone doesn't have any hair.
Yeah.
But if you miss,
And
there
he-
isn't a lot of help at the next level to keep him from picking up the first down.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Well, he was still happy he made that first down, though.
Yes, he is. He is a happy guy.
Unlike that scowling defensive back.
Yeah, he's the guy who has the interception.
Drops back, under pressure, gets rid of it, right to him. He found a soft spot in the coverage, John.
There, see? That's what this is designed to do, right? Pick up 5, 6, 7 yards, just kind of pick at them a little bit at a time,
Yep. And as you move down the field, you expend lots more clock time.
That's right. You keep the ball out of their offense's hands and...
Looks like he's calling an audible. Surveying the field.
Oh, you know what? It's like trying to play football against the Harlem Globetrotters or something. It's like I'm trying to throw the ball over all these 7-foot-tall basketball players or something, right? Like, wow. You know, they all jump up. They've got their hands up all the time. I just can't throw the ball over them no matter how hard I try.
Swift, the motion man.
Okay, looks like we got some kind of zone defense here.
Looking for an option. Throws it. He finds his man.
And Swift gets out there for the catch.
Yep.
Yard line. He makes a terrific catch for the first down.
Even the receiver was
He casually saunters out there and runs his curl
That's the
around.
kind of thing you just hope you can hang on to as it goes by.
Get in there, Ron. Set.
Number 1. See
Whoops.
something in the defense.
90 ball.
Uh-oh, gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Okay, is that over yet?
You all good there?
Yeah, it's pretty hard to run the
Back to
offense
action
when...
on the field. They'll pass on first down.
Oh, look at that.
Knocked away.
That wide blitzing guy got his hands up and knocked the pass down, eh?
Yep.
When you're rushing the quarterback, you taught if you don't get to him in time, get your hands
Boy.
up and try and knock it down just like that.
That would have been an easy completion, too, if he hadn't done that, because there was nobody covering that guy.
Would have been.
And this is the 11th play of this drive. Calling an audible now. Man in motion.
Looks like your underneath guy is going to be there. He'll probably drop it, but...
Closing in. Looking for an option. Gets rid of it.
Oh, he didn't drop it. Touchdown.
Yep, his second touchdown catch of the game.
By the quarterback.
The quarterback had an open lane to throw the pass, and he got it in there for a
Yeah, there
touchdown.
wasn't somebody to jump up in the air and bat it down for a change.
They'll get set for the extra point.
Amazingly.
And it's on its way, and he tacks on the extra point. And obviously they're happy with that drive, especially since they ended it with a touchdown.
You see the way those guys got walking off the field, kind of had their heads down? The offense is just dominating them out there.
We did okay.
Booming kick downfield.
He's trying to outrun everybody sideways.
24-yard line.
Well, they can do that sometimes, right? Like, you got to watch out for that. That's why I took control of a guy right away and tried to move him in.
That all you got, Set.
Reynolds, the man in motion.
We'll see. Eagle left.
Pressure, slings it.
Oh, the flat guy blew it.
Yeah.
Stiff arm forward into the ground.
Oh, that's okay. He actually ran backwards there.
Well, if you can prevent it from turning into like a 20-yard gain, then I think you're probably coming out of that okay.
So they need about 3 here.
Give it all you got, D. Come on.
Yeah, well, if he'd have just stuck with his man and not tried to play for the interception, it probably would have been fine.
Sam, the lone back. Going to the left.
Yeah, but then again, though, the way that defensive players are in this game, you're lucky you don't have to wipe the drool off their chins after the end of every play, right? They don't exactly play cleverly most of the
Fingers
time.
come out in the bunch formation.
Like, I'd say that the
Giving some
fact
cushion
that
on the outside.
these guys aren't able to run roughshod over you with whatever they want is probably more a function of the
Pass play here on first down.
You know,
Stepping up.
the way that you draw plays where you try to idiot-proof things as much as possible.
Yeah.
Midfield.
Well, that's
So
again, it's all about the layered defense.
That's right, like especially in this case where that one guy blew the play and you had to have the second guy there to push him out of bounds, right?
Yep.
Ball on the 50-yard
Because
line.
if you rely on one guy to make a play all by himself, that's when you're going to end up getting burned, right?
Only one man back. Passing on first down.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Again, and now has 5 sacks.
Wow, we've sacked them 5 times?
Yeah, Santa Claus has sacked them 5 times.
Yeah, it's only because he can get there so fast.
Now in second
The other
and goal.
snails on the team can't compete.
I don't know. The backup guy last game, in one game this preseason, got 3 sacks.
5th play of this drive.
Oh, that's a big
that's
one.
a big one, yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, that might have been what happened, but no matter what, you should never
Hey, I
lose
think
that
that's him and
70-yard
Grumpy out
interception.
there.
Yeah. Oh, well, just play a big cushion here.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack.
Get him low. 94.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. Steps up into the pocket. Throws it.
Yeah,
Incomplete.
he wasn't going to go anywhere after that anyways.
The pass was dropped.
He's a competitor out there, and he wants the ball in pressure situations. And you can usually count on him to get the first down for you. This time, he just couldn't hang on to it.
Barber is back to punt. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with a
Yeah, they just can't control that gunner.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me too much because they are all Superman players, right?
Set.
Calling an audible.
Yellow. 16.
Throwing.
Just got to go into substitutions and get a couple of offensive linemen out there to block him.
Following that pass for decent yardage.
I'll tell you, when you've got 2nd and short, you can call just about anything and everything. Because if you don't get it on this play, you can always go back out there on the 3rd, and you'll still only need a yard or 2 for the first down.
Ha!
They're in the goal line.
Yeah.
Number 1, directing traffic. Throws it.
Well, I thought maybe I had somebody there who could catch, but I was wrong.
I don't know, man. That shit's just bad luck.
Yep. What can you do?
And here's what they've been able to do so far on 3rd down.
3rd down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on 3rd down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field.
There, convert on
and you
3rd
keep their
down.
defense resting on the sideline.
Santa Claus takes yet another one for the team.
Yep. Well, you pretty much have to. When they put the goal line defense out there, I mean, what else are you going to do, right?
1st and 10. Ball on their own 43.
Set.
Uh-oh. Ooh,
Run.
I was able to run away from him.
Of course, he still made the tackle in the end.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's still what I consider to be a successful running play.
Yo, I think he bit on the...
On the counter step?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what made that. It wasn't that you were faster than him. He bit.
Well,
On the carry. Slips the tackle.
Run! Yes!
Number 37 got just enough.
Watch
oh,
here,
look at that.
he's
They
able
even
to avoid the
they
blocker
even
and
gave
get in
me
there
a
and make
first
the
down
tackle.
on that
That's
play.
how you're supposed to.
Yep.
Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
It's 1st and 10. And this is the 6th play of this drive.
Oh, look at that. I called an audible and they changed it. They changed what they're doing.
I bet you they're blitzing. Nope.
With the pass.
Oh, look at that. Well, I managed to avoid the leaping
Leaping
pass defender
Never
anyway.
hesitated. That's just great concentration and desire.
They had some kind of a zone over there, though, where they had that flat covered.
Yeah. Nothing you can do about it.
No. Well, at this point, I'm glad to be able to just get rid of the ball
I'm glad you can keep the clock running.
without getting sacked or throwing an interception or something like that. I don't know how this is going to work, but
Under pressure.
Looks like he came off cleanly anyways.
yeah.
30. They've got something going here.
Yeah, it's been one first down after another. They're putting together a nice-looking drive here. Some of these guys are like a train. They lower their head, keep their legs moving, and charge straight ahead. Sometimes he'll even drag a defender 10 yards before he'll start slowing down.
Directing traffic. on the call.
Nope, I guess I should have kept going outside there. I thought I saw a gap inside.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good
Well, it's
job
pretty
of
tough to
getting
run
upfield
against these
quickly,
guys anyways. They
creating
have such
havoc
good
in the
pursuit,
backfield.
and they're so strong, and they push all your linemen in the backfield. Although you're having a lot more success against them than you would in Madden 05, that's for sure.
Yeah,
That's probably because your linemen actually block, or try to.
that's because there's no running allowed in Madden 05, right?
But then again, though, I do think that the defensive alignments here are stronger because they can't line up in that shitty 11-man box when they're down at your end of the field or at midfield, and then you just throw it over their heads.
Yeah, see, this is the same play I ran to the other side the last time, except that this time they didn't have a guy playing that short zone, right?
Yeah, and then you took a super deep drop and turned it into a screen.
Yeah, pretty much it was like a naked screen, right? But these three guys run the coverage all off deep, and then I just throw it to this short hook guy underneath, and then he's got some room to run a little bit. And that's more or less how I spent a lot of time working on this, trying to figure out ways to, you know, like beat the jam and stuff like that.
1st and 10.
And
It's the screen game and the pseudo-screen game.
the screen game, the pseudo-screen game, you flood the hell out of all their zones. And if they play man coverage, you just throw a short curl and either take an incompletion or your 1-yard gain, right?
They give it to the halfback.
Oh,
Number 37. Couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
Well, that should take us to the fourth quarter.
Aggressive when defending the run.
Yep.
They're extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
So we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the home team ahead of Stingers 14.
well, you'll be able to bite into the time in the
Teams
4th
are
quarter
set
here now.
for the 4th quarter
Yep.
of play.
Come on,
And this is
move.
the 11th play of this drive. Dropping back, closing in, gets rid of it, breaking free.
Oh, almost.
Was there to make the catch for the 1st down.
He's glad he made that catch. I'm sure the quarterback will look his way again when he needs another 1st down.
It's 1st and goal.
Get in there. Set. Either way.
Well, now we're going to pound it at them 3 times, and if I have to kick an ultra-short field goal, I will.
Fullback handoff. A lot of big hits on the field.
Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
Yeah, well, that would just be the thing, too, right? To try to throw a pass and turn it over in the end zone.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're not committing any turnovers down here. Unless it's a fumble, and I can't do anything about that.
Number 25. Touchdown, home team.
Well, that's a big touchdown.
But you know what? This is one thing that I found is kind of like in Madden 05, right? If you, like in Madden 05, my approach inside the 5-yard line is pretty much the same as it is in this game, right?
Yep.
You know, like I just line up in a tight formation like that with two fullbacks right behind the guards.
And
I
just dive.
Yeah, I just punch it straight at them because the worst that'll happen is you get no gain.
14 unanswered points.
And
They're doing a good job executing on both the
so if you
offensive
can't get in the
and
end zone, at
defensive
least you're
side of the ball
guaranteed
right
you're going to
now.
get 3.
I'm thinking
And
they're
you're
gonna keep
eating
this
up
run
time.
going.
And you're eating up time, yeah.
And you got all of that one. A great kick.
Didn't quite kick it far enough. He's going to bring it out.
Yep. No,
no,
no.
he is. He's going to take a touchback.
And
How
they're
about
ready
that?
to get this drive started after the last series ended with a punt. Stingers come out in the bunch formation. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. Gets rid of it. He finds his man.
Durr.
Yeah, he just, well, that guy is a defensive lineman, right? He's a bit slow. So that guy ran toward the side, back toward the line of scrimmage and outran him.
They need 6.
And then he was able to turn upfield and get back to where he was when he caught the ball to begin with.
Stingers line up in the shotgun. Throwing. Behind him, he has it. They'll mark it.
Oh, that's our double
42-yard
coverage, and
line.
that's just the breakdown in the double coverage there.
Well, that's why you got to play that layered thing, though, right? Because the first guy, you can't count on the first guy to make the play, right?
They give it to the halfback. Still running.
So even here, broken tackle, and then it had to be the next guy, right?
Second and 1 coming up. Ball on the 49-yard line. With the pass, he hits his receiver.
Oh,
There, that's a hot potato pass too, right?
Job on this drive.
well, thankfully we had Santa Claus over there.
Yeah.
He's seeing the coverage and finding the open man with ease. He's really in some kind of rhythm out there.
The backs are lined up in an eye. The corners are backing off.
Oh, we'll give him one more soft one.
He gets the carry. Setting up play
Or
action.
you'll sack him after the play action.
Because he's been sacked 7 times.
Wow, that's 7 sacks by the same player. That's probably going. I think that almost ties the record.
Backing
Santa
off.
Claus doesn't give a
There,
shit
you've
about your
got
play action.
seven sacks with one player.
Pressure gets the pass off, and he hits his target. He's been one of the go-to guys again in this one. 6 catches in the game.
Yeah, Santa Claus gives 0 shits about your play action.
Yep.
They'll be faced with a long 3rd down play here.
They got nothing.
They'll go from the I formation. Throwing.
Well,
Quarterback did a
that was
nice
definitely
job
an attempted
from
sideways
Yeah, the
pass there.
quarterback put that one
Oh,
up
he's
in
going to
front of
go
the
on
receiver
4th down. How
and
about
gave
that,
him a
eh?
chance to make the grab without having him make any adjustments to get where the ball was thrown.
Back off, DB. They got nothing.
Pressure coming.
Oh,
Oh, almost a fumble.
yeah, he left the tight end in the block, but it didn't help him.
Almost have to
Yep.
try for it. When you talk about 4th down situations,
Yeah, that was
this is
cover
what
4
I'm
with
talking
corner
about. Of
flats.
course, now
Yep.
they give the ball back,
Because I've
and
got
you
that
talk
dime
about
out there,
failed
so I can
4th
play a
down
cover
conversion.
4 and still have defensive back flats.
Yeah. Well,
Still.
it's always a good idea to play
6 yards on that.
somebody at the flats that can get there, right?
Second and 4.
Well, not only that, but I think they, it's like you said in the last game, they interfere with that hot potato behavior.
Yeah.
Right? The linebacker flats might be good for playing a nice, soft, leak yardage kind of coverage, bend but don't break, but when you don't need to give up any yards at all, then you want the corner flats.
That's
About a
right.
yard on the run.
I never thought the dime would be a mainstay defense.
Huh, it's turned out to be a mainstay defense. I wonder if they're going to blitz that linebacker, or is he going to be a spy?
Just watch him.
Dropping back.
Blitz.
Under pressure. Gets the pass off.
Yeah.
50.
Wow, look at Ailes.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down.
Well,
They come
it's
through with this
nice because
perfect
that
play.
pass is
It gets
just
them a
deep
first
enough
and
too
keeps the drive
that
going.
it's not as likely to get knocked down at the line as a lot of really short passes are, right?
Yep.
You know, it's still a short pass, but it's just enough to get over the offensive line, right?
Jones, the motion man.
You're like, damn it, I'm running it this way.
Well, I just figured that I would try an extra blocker on that side and see if it did anything for me, but it didn't. It didn't.
It did let you eat up the clock.
Second and 9.
There you go. Think of it that way.
At this point, I'm just playing very cautiously and just trying to chew up as much time off the clock as
Number 1
possible.
sets up. He sees something in the defense.
Give it all you got, Pete. Come on. Get in there, Lon. Stay down.
They'll go with the run once again.
Oh, that guy came back and got me. I thought I had a little bit of daylight out there, but no such luck.
Well, that's okay.
Okay.
Looks like he's changing the play.
Oh, look at that. They're going to swap those two guys now. All right.
Yeah, it's weird.
Drops back. He surveys the
Oh,
field.
again, right?
The defender was able to put the pressure on, forcing the incomplete pass.
A lot of the incomplete passes that I throw are knocked down by defensive linemen, right?
Yep.
Like, they're not knocked down by DBs or linebackers, or they're knocked down by
Will
pass
come into this
rushers.
game to punt. Peyton looks like he's ready for the return.
That was kind of a sideways-ish snap.
From the 16-yard line.
Wow, that was a high-risk behavior.
I know, but they hold on to him in this game.
Yeah,
Plenty of air under the kick.
They don't cough those up in this game.
that's okay. I'm okay with him doing that. I mean, he's not going to get a return after that. And there is always the possibility, I guess, of a fumble if they do something like that, right?
He went up there and he got it. The pluses. Catches a floater for the first down.
And it's a good thing he caught it. You don't want to drop those passes that are sure first downs.
Going to the air on first down.
Oh,
It's
oh, well, it was bound to happen sooner. Oh, you got him.
at the 23.
I thought it was
great
bound to
run
happen
to the
sooner or later,
Looks
right?
like the defense was caught out
They
of
were
position on
gonna
that
get you, but
The
now
secondary wasn't there
you
to
can go
stop
back
that
to
guy
playing
after he
like
made
a
the
tighter
mistake.
zone and see if you can
These guys
make them
that
kick a
can
field
shrug
goal
off
or
tackles
maybe
are
even
great to
take
have
it
in the
away
backfield.
here again.
Some of these guys are begging to just run over the defender, while other guys wait until the defender commits, and they use a move or a juke or a spin to get out of a tackle.
Phillips has been perfect on this drive.
Yeah, what happens? You get into a rhythm. The way this guy's throwing, he's going to stay in that rhythm until the defense knocks him out of it.
Get all you got. Now you move. Fire up.
Sims, the deep back, throwing on first down. It's rid of
Yeah.
it. Touchdown, Arizona.
It was bound to happen.
That's a guy you better keep an eye on down there in the red zone. He has a knack for finding ways to get open. When there's a lot
No,
of
they're
traffic.
gonna go on, or they're gonna try for two here, eh?
And they'll forego the extra point and try to make it a 7-point game. Closing in, gets the pass off. It was a risky call, but
I don't know. There's nothing you can do about
And
that.
now they're within
Not much,
7.
no.
Down the field, they went efficiently and
Well, you got to
effectively.
guess: are they going to run or are they going to pass? And in that case, I guess you were figuring they were going to try a run,
Those guys
right?
are working hard out there, and it's showing on drives like that.
From the 8. So the offense takes over, still trying to figure out this defense.
I don't know. That was one of those situations where you had your man coverage and you had your double coverage, and they both screwed up.
Oh, okay.
See
I
something
thought
in the
you were
defense.
going for the 6-man blitz there, right?
Oh no, I mean the long bomb play they got off.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess that was a run for a 5-yard gain.
Yep.
They called it inadvertent.
You know, there's so many limbs flying and body parts moving
Oh, that
around.
stops the
You
clock,
just
though.
tackle whatever you
It
can,
does.
just grab anything that's
Ah.
moving. Sometimes you get a handful of mass.
That might be why he did it.
Maybe.
After the defense is called for a penalty, it's now 2nd and 5. Changing the play now.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, too
And
late.
welcome back.
You got fucked by the penalty time clock.
Yeah, that's still one thing I think they should do is the time clock is at 20 seconds when the offense lines up at the line of scrimmage. Right? You should have time to...
You're still going to get fucked again.
Yeah, no, I've got my 20 seconds here, right?
Calling an audible now. Gets the pass off.
Oh, he dropped
he
it.
did, yeah.
Displayed excellent anticipation.
That's rough.
He needs to do a better job putting the pass in a spot where only his guy can get it. Those tip passes can turn into interceptions pretty easily.
They'll go with the quarter defense. Drops back, looking for an option with the throw.
I dropped it anyways.
Yeah.
Good job finding some room. I thought he was going to bring that one in.
That's the old rule.
Yeah, that's rough. When they drop those passes, I mean, that's rough.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt.
And of course, I couldn't kick that one straight, so...
Out of bounds. So they have 1st and 10 here. The backs are lined up in an eye. Hand it off to the back. Gain of 9 on the play.
Totally ended up with the wrong guy there.
Yeah, I didn't remember the last controlled player, hey?
It never does.
Well, what do you think? Are we, like, regardless of the outcome of this game, I think we're successful, right?
Well, we made it competitive at least.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like we do have the lead late, if you can hold them off here.
With the pass, great fingertip catch. Perfect pass, great catch, and that'll move the chains. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 32-yard line. Going to the air on 1st down.
Yeah! Oh, that's Santa Claus, too. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep, that's a touchdown.
Touchdown. Home team.
That's exactly what happened.
Yep, flat zones are awesome. You got to play flat zones if you're going to be successful on defense in this game.
Well, and that's why we play that Santa Claus flat zone.
Yep.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point.
That was a big play right when we needed it.
Number 7 comes in to kick off.
Wow, 7 sacks and an interception return for a touchdown, eh?
He's not just the player of the game, he's going to be the player of the season.
Yep.
He takes a knee. Well, the last time they had the ball, they turned it over on an interception. Let's see what happens here.
Still tasting that chicken I had for lunch.
Ha!
Ugh.
Heartburn?
Yeah. No, not really. Just...
Throwing on 1st down. With the throw.
Oh, okay. Good. You can make him play it again.
Actually, I think that'll stop the clock, though.
That's okay.
He's guilty of holding on the play.
That guy was beaten badly.
1st and 20 from their 10. You can kind of sit back now and just make sure they don't get another big play on you.
Their own territory.
Yeah, I always have to check the man coverage every time they line up in this bunch formation.
Fingers line up in trips bunch.
Come here, you! Oh, I got suction blocked into that
Somebody
guy.
else got him anyway. And who is it?
Yeah.
Gets cut block, gets up, gets him again anyways.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
He's got 8 sacks now.
Yeah, screw these guys.
Wow.
Playing off a bit. with the pass. Slips the tackle. And it looks like there's a penalty on the play.
Oh, holding. Yeah.
We're just pushing them back further and further.
That's right.
It's going to be one of those situations where they get a million penalties because they want to try over and over again to get something big.
I don't know.
2-minute warning coming up. Flings it to the
Wow,
outside.
they threw a screen.
It's caught.
Well, thankfully we had man coverage out there, and so everybody bumbled and fumbled around and eventually got around to a point where they could get that guy.
And here's a look at each team's success on third down so far.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Oh, they're going to go on fourth down from their own 23-yard line. Wow.
Well, they probably figure if they don't go for it now, they won't ever win this game.
Yeah.
They're probably right.
The corners are backing off.
Yeah, if I get the ball back again, I'm going to just run the ball 3 times and then punt, so...
Throwing.
Big deep drop,
Yeah.
but didn't matter.
Yeah, well, you had that outside linebacker, that guy on the right coming, right?
Yep.
And there was nobody blocking him, so...
They might try a different play next time.
This one is just about in the books.
Okay, well, I'll go this way instead.
Number 37. Arizona will call a timeout here. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, I have to say, I think adding some of those zone defenses that I did really helped fill in the gaps in my defensive scheme.
Yep. Yeah, and I have to say that the small adjustments that I made in the passing game helped too.
Well, your time of possession really is what stops this from being like a 20-point game on their part.
Arizona calls a timeout.
Because if I had to keep trying this over and over again, I have no confidence that I could continue to stop them. I think it's mostly just been more good luck than good planning, and very grateful of redundant design in defense schemes, right? With the layered design.
Yeah.
Hand it off.
Oh, look at that. I managed to make a first down on the ground.
Nice. Now you can force them to use the last of their timeouts.
Yep.
They're in the red zone. Number 1.
So I kept this play. I decided to keep it.
Well, you know what? It's a pretty good play. I
you
didn't
can't-
think it was performing badly.
You can't do nothing but hand it to the fullbacks when you come out in this formation. You have to give it to the halfbacks sometimes too.
Well, and especially on this team where he's your strongest runner.
Yeah.
That's all you. Catch the ball, man.
Number 37.
Oh,
The defensive line wins that battle.
And the thing is, that's
Well-
where it all starts, with alignment. And whoever can take control and dominate in the trenches is going to have a huge advantage over their opponent.
I guess 2 more runs and it'll be
This
over,
team has
hey?
been unstoppable inside the red zone today.
I want to move
Number
that
1
guy.
with a man in motion.
Hit him low. Got the ball.
Hand off to the tailback.
oh.
About a 2-yard gain here. Third and long.
Well, I think they're all out of timeouts.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just going to run the ball here, and then I should be able to run the clock out after
Changing
that.
the play now. Man in motion.
We'll see. You got it. Do it up. Give it all you got. Lose it. Bust this grill, D.
Hand it off again. Number 30 makes the play at the 16. Well, some valuable yardage on that run.
Look to make his move early.
Yeah, I wasn't
These
really
guys
trying
right
very
there in
hard
the
to make a
middle.
first
He's gotta
down there,
look
I
for the
don't think,
cutback lane.
really.
Or bounce it out, looking for a little more room to the outside.
Oh, well, we'll miss a field goal to finish the game up, eh?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
The kick is up.
Oh, no, you've got enough
I
power
guess-
to compensate.
Yeah, I guess I'm close enough. So that one was right down to the wire there until that interception.
Yeah, that was extremely lucky.
Al Michaels
Yeah.
and John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.
But anyway, there we go. We go 4-0 in the exhibition season with a little bit of help from Santa Claus on defense.
I can't believe that we actually came through
Look
on
at that. Most sacks in a game.
Ha!
Rec V5X. With 8 sacks in one game.
You didn't fumble all game either.
Nope. No, we had a rough start to this preseason with like 5 fumbles in the first 2 games or something, right?
Yep.
Ridiculous, but yeah, we seem to have settled down now. So let's see how we did here. So we ran for 92 yards, which I guess isn't horrible, and we passed for 198 yards. So
Which isn't horrible.
yeah, we didn't exactly light them up or anything, but look at that. See, you leak yardage, but then force turnovers and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You know, like that's how that's how Madden 04 seems to work, though.
They didn't make a lot of attempt to run. I think that's why their rushing yardage is low. They just didn't hand the ball off.
Yeah. But that being said, I wanted to kick that field goal so our red zone percentage would stay at 100%. Yeah, we got 3 penalties for 25 yards. They got 4 penalties for 28 yards. Yeah, there's time of possession 36 minutes, 36 and a half minutes. So,
Well, and that's really, really important because that helps me on defense.
yeah. So Santa Claus was 20 of 33, so completed 60% of my passes for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
34 passes.
Yep, through 34 passes. Actually, 21 of 34, I guess, if you count the fact that Lewis here was 1 for 1 before I noticed he was in the game. So, yeah, the rushing wasn't exactly lighting things up, right? Averaging less than 2 yards per carry with all of our principal ball carriers.
Yep, 36 rushing attempts. So you're still basically 1-1.
Yep. Well, you can't give up on the run no matter how ineffective it is. And we only had 3, well, we had 3 drop passes.
3 recorded drops anyways.
Yeah, 3 recorded drops.
Thing is, if they hit the receiver in the hands, sometimes they don't always can't count it either.
Yeah, and the longest pass I completed was 17 yards. So there you go. Santa Claus with 12 tackles, 8 sacks, an interception, and a defensive touchdown.
Yep. He was the only guy who ever got any
he's
sacks.
the only guy that got a sack. Although that last one, by the looks of it, you had enough people scrambling around in their offensive backfield that sooner or later somebody else was going to get him if Santa Claus hadn't.
Yep. 2 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Only 2 pass deflections. Look at that.
Yep.
Like that's what we mean when we say like it's all a dice roll thing. Basically, because these are all Madden players, even if those corners are in a position where they can reach their hand up, they won't because their like jumping rating and their like pass defense ability is lower than the receiver's catching rating. And that's just kind of how this game works.
Yeah, it's a dice roll thing, right? It's if it comes up completed pass, well then
Yeah,
there's not
and it
much you can
has
do
nothing
about
to
it.
do with player position or anything like that.
No.
Which is just a frustrating thing. And you made your 1 field goal.
Yep, I made my 1 field goal attempt.
You didn't come out too bad in punting, considering the
Yeah.
couple of flub punts.
Yep.
And they still lit me up.
Yeah, well, you know what? Gore there completed 4 of 6.
He was only in for a quarter, though.
Yeah, but he was only in for a quarter. And I think they only had 1 possession in the first quarter because in the first quarter I was able to really, chew up a lot of the time on the clock.
Yep.
But they both performed more or less equally anyways, except that Mr. Phillips there threw 2 interceptions.
Completed 76% of his passes.
Yep.
Which is insane.
Yeah, really. So
But that's the thing, right? Like,
yeah.
that's why we say this game is an offensive-oriented game, because it is.
And a pass-oriented game, too. right? Because they threw 36 passes there in this game. And they ran with running backs 11, 12
times.
12 times. We're not going to count this one because that was a scramble.
Yep. That
Right.
would have been another attempted pass.
So basically they threw the ball just about 40 times and they ran the ball 12 times. So the pass to run ratio is like 4-1, right?
Yep. And it's absolutely brutal, especially because a lot of those receivers will catch the ball, even no matter how early in their route it is, and no matter how hard they're getting hit.
Yeah. Yeah, and they didn't have very many drop passes too.
That's 3 drop passes in tight coverage all game with the wide receiver catching turned down 2 notches.
And that's with 36 pass attempts.
Yeah, in double coverage, which means that had they been playing with default sliders, that quarterback probably would have had like an 80 or an 85% pass completion percentage, which is just insane.
Yeah. So
there's no defense against that.
So in the last game, there was an awful lot of drop passes, but I would say that that is more
an anomaly.
I think also due to the fact that they had very low quality receivers too, right?
Yeah.
Whereas
they were a strong D team.
Yeah, they were a strong D team, which means their offense is actually not much better than a cupcake offense.
Whereas these guys are as strong as you can get on offense.
Yeah.
And again, because of that dice roll, it's not just the fact that these guys didn't drop a lot of passes, it's that we got almost 0 knockdowns, even if we're in double coverage.
Well, and also no forced drops. Like I can remember in this game there was one pass he threw down the middle of the field, and the receiver caught it right in front of the safety, who immediately tackled him.
Yep.
And like that kind of collision usually
jars the ball loose.
Usually jars the ball loose, right?
But not with these guys.
But not with these guys.
And
but anyway.
We also end up with that kind of thing because like we only got 2 pass knockdowns, and on both sides of the defense we've got knockdowns cranked up to max.
Yeah.
Right. But mostly it just results in their defensive linemen knocking down a whole bunch of passes and our players never knocking down any passes.
Yeah, because I've pretty basically designed my offense to the point where I'm avoiding throwing it downfield whenever possible. I try to throw screens or short passes, right?
Yeah. But yeah, even with knockdowns maxed out, we only got 2 knockdowns this game, even with constant double coverage. Yeah. So there would basically be no defense at all without adjusted sliders.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess when we come back for the next game, we'll be in the regular season, and if it holds true to the practice league, we'll be playing the all Madden Green Bay Goblins.
Yeah, and that'll be a nightmare.
Yes, it will. Anyway, until then,
I'm RecB5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Merry Christmas.